My weird sexual fetish is destroying me mentally. First of all, I am not a native speaker, so forgive me if I make any language mistakes. Let me begin by saying I am a 19-year-old male. I am not the type of person to write posts like this on the internet, but I just feel like I have to. Ever since childhood, I was obsessed, scared, devastated by some specific word. Whenever I heard someone saying it, I would just feel very uncomfortable. I just hated it. I couldn't use it myself, ever. In fact, I have so many memories from my childhood of moments in which that word was said. Because every time it was said, it was special for me. It made me feel uncomfortable, so I remember those situations until today. Of course, for every other person he wouldn't care this word was said. It's some mental psychological illness that I have, I guess. Now, this is where the story gets complicated. During my early teens, when I started to develop sexually, I realized that hearing this word from women gets me sexually aroused. Yep, a word that gets my dick hard. Especially if it is said in specific contexts. But even just hearing it will give me at least a tingle in my penis. With the right context, it really gets me going. This doesn't change the fact that I still devastate this word and hate to hear it. When it comes from men, I feel just like the way I felt as a child. Just hate to hear it. When it comes from women, I might hate it and feel the same, and I might get aroused. During all those years, until this day, when masturbating, I masturbated to situations including this word almost 100 of the time. Obviously there is no porn of it, or anything close, so masturbating is a hard task for me. I am 100 straight, I also like boobs and ass, and I have been aroused by those many times. But this sexual fetish is apparently the main part of my sexuality. And pretty much all I fantasize about. I realized that this is a problem about a year ago. In the last year, I have been thinking all day every day about this problem. I realized how much I don't want this fetish in my life. Obviously, I also hate the fact that I am literally devastated by a specific word, but I can afford living with that. I can't afford living with this fetish, which obviously was caused by all the negative childhood experiences with this word. During the last year, I tried to heal from the phobia, although it is probably weaker than a phobia that I have from this word. I did it because I believed that if I can no longer be afraid from this word and stop feeling so uncomfortable around it, it will no longer have any special meaning for me, and the fetish will be gone. Therefore, I tried to use it in some situations and convince myself that, hey, this is just a word with some meaning that is not so bad as I make it be with my mind. But it doesn't work. I still feel uncomfortable around this word. I remember saying it to someone recently, and a shiver from head to tail immediately went through my whole body. I hate it. I feel like I can't solve it, and stuck with this phobia fetish for life. This word will never be just another word for me. Who the hell would want to marry a guy like me? I am seriously a guy of many qualities. I am smart, much above average. Go to a very good school. And my family are proud of me. But honestly, I would give all of that just for a normal sexuality. I feel cursed, and I don't know what to do. I feel like my life is destroyed. If I ever marry or have a girlfriend, there is no way I can tell her that. This will weird her out, and I totally get why. I know and am 100 aware of the fact that this is crazy. But what can I do about it? I must also add that I know how this trauma from this word started. It started at a very early age, around 5, and I remember what situations made it. I also want to add that there is more than one word that all the above fetish devastation when heard said applies to. It is probably more accurate to say that there are family of words that do it. They all have similar meanings and describe the same feeling situation, I guess. But this one word I wrote about is the main one for me. Please help me. I don't know what to do anymore. Please forgive me that I do not write what the word is, even though it is anonymous. I am too embarrassed and ashamed of myself. It was difficult enough to share this information about me, and it took a lot from me. Please appreciate that.